one with all of creation. You have an inner experience of love and connectedness that is almost indescribable. It's very blissful, it's very loving, but it's also incredibly illuminating.
Does that answer your question?
Well, kind of. I kind of get what you're saying. And does the same thing happen for men and women?
Yes, it does. You know, I once read an article about sex in general, and they said in the article that about 8 to 12% of people who have sexual experiences have somewhat of a mystical experience. So it doesn't happen for everyone, but there's a large minority of people who do experience I would call they do have the oneness experience, or what we call unity consciousness, where they actually experience themselves as one with the stars and the moon and the animals and the trees and the grass. And it's just an extraordinary experience of oneness. And it is an internal experience. It's very subjective, but people who have that experience are forever changed, spiritually speaking.
Thank you so much. And would you mind telling us your first name and where you're calling from?
Yeah, I'm Sherry, and I'm from Montana.
Welcome to the show, Sherry. Did you have another question?
Well, I was just listening to what Victor was saying, and he was talking about one with all of creation and having this mystical experience. Is this something that occurs every time once you know how to do it, or is it occasional, or how does that work?
It can happen very, very often, as long as you relax into a prolonged, leisurely, loving exchange. The more you learn to relax, the more you learn to breathe and let go, the more interesting it all becomes. So I'll say that it may not happen every time, but it happens many times, especially when you learn the basic techniques that we teach.
So basically, once you learn this, there's no more quickies.
Well, not exactly true. Quickies are okay as long as you don't attempt to have a genital release quickie. If you have a genital release quickie, then you're having conventional sex, and you're going to come away from the experience feeling unfulfilled and not particularly satisfied. But if you have a quickie for 5 minutes, a loving exchange with your partner, and you leave engorged, I've got to go to work, you've got to go to work, but we spend the whole day in a loving and happy way.
So it doesn't make you crazy.
It doesn't make you crazy because you don't lose vital energy. You actually are engorged with energy. So more energy, more fun, more love.
And more interest in your partner.
Absolutely.
You don't lose desire for your partner.
Right, and you're always aroused, as we suggest you be. Then you're very attentive to your partner, if you have one. And if you don't have a partner,